I like what you said. It takes one, and if you would kind of go into that and how that started. What exactly started the ball rolling in California?
Yeah, thanks again for giving me the opportunity. And I've when I joined this group and I saw the title, I knew that this was an effort that is passionate in many of our lives. Anybody that's been a dispatcher, for a while, this has been one of our mantras, right? Getting acknowledgement as first responders, and so I appreciate the opportunity to come here and speak to everyone. Hopefully, I don't bore anybody in this conversation, but I thought it was important to share, as I shared with James, a little bit about what California did. And I guess I would start off with what James is saying, how important it was that it started with one call. Um, there was a gal named Maribel Stinson. She's from Hanford, California, a small town in the Central Valley. And it really started with her. And she called her local assemblyman and said, you know, I wasn't on the phone call, but I'm sure it was something like, hey, Texas just got first responders. Kudos to Texas. They were first, right? They were leading the charge. Texas just got this. How come California can't have this? And basically the assemblyman said, that's a good question. Let me reach out. And so his office reached out to me, and it started with that one phone call, and his then taking it the next step and reaching out to me. And he started talking to me and wanted to know what I knew and could give me some history about what California has done or has not done. And kudos to him, is the more we talked and built a rapport, the more he thought, man, why aren't California dispatchers recognized as first responders? And what can we do? And so he called me, I want to say the 1st of May, and we just kept talking over the next couple of months and doing research, and we kept bouncing ideas off of each other. And it was just really great. The momentum, he never let go. He took it. He ran with it and said, you know what, I'm going to change it. I want to introduce a change for California. I think it's the right thing to do.
So one dispatcher who said, "Wow, I like what
Yep.
I see in Texas. I want to make it happen here in California." And one member of the state legislature, they're referred to as assemblymen, same here in New Jersey. Um, that gentleman said, "You know what? You're right. Why is it that you guys aren't first responders?" So here I am. I'm gonna help you. And Jim, your experience was going a little bit different route. You went county by county, getting your local county assembly or your local county government to do proclamations, and then it slowly built up to the state level. So both ways worked, and it really doesn't matter how. It's just getting the ball rolling and have taking that step to make the phone call or write the letter or several emails. And you said it was a process, right? I mean, if you don't, did you hear, were there long delays between you got your phone calls and conversations and whatnot?
It is. There are delays. Our bill that my conversations with the assembly member's office wasn't the only conversations he's having with folks. So there were delays, and there were several times during a 5-month period where I kind of thought, no, we're going to fall off the radar. It's going to take too much energy. We're going to lose steam here. And again, let me share with you that um, it's politics. So you got to understand that these politicians, they are politicians, and they have to make decisions that they have to invest in things they think they can win. Obviously, they got to be good. They have to feel good about it. They have to think it's the right thing to do. But no politician wants to go up there and lose. So I'm sure that he had to be committed to win this and feel like he could. And again, what we really found was finding that right person, finding that right assembly member who said, I believe in this. Here's the weird twist of fate was he had colleagues that once he put this out to the state assembly and said, look, I'm looking at doing this bill, and I'm looking for co-sponsors. Anybody interested? Let me just tell you, it grew like wildfire. I think in the end of the day, there were 70 co-sponsors, and I might even have been low. I mean, people came out and said, yes, we want this. Yes, we want this. Yes, we want this. And we support it. You know, we had some assembly members from the Southern California area that were ambulance dispatchers. And they were saying, man, that's how I started my career. I totally get how this is. We should, you know, I'll stand behind this effort. And obviously, you know, we just grew. And that was something that worked out really, really well for us, was that once the momentum started building, it almost kind of had a life of its own.